men's and lightweight women's. We've got nearly a full complement of ergos going to be used here, but the crowd has been growing with every moment as we get into this afternoon here in France. There he is, Ward Lemmelijn. He's possibly the hot favorite here. On either side of him, two athletes looking for 5:55. On the left, we've got Gatien Didri from Toul. Julien Viondier. He's looking for 6 minutes flat. Then here we have Gatien Didri and Ward Lemmelijn. These three plus Magnus Zier, possibly the hot favorites in competition here, not to discount. Well, there's Magnus Zier, just who I mentioned. He's going for a 5:59. To his right, Théo Reyer from Bergerac Société Nautique, looking for a 6 minutes flat. So these are the central favorites in the competition. We don't have Esteban Catoul from France on ergo number 17, a late withdrawal, I believe. So it's between those remaining athletes there on those center ergos where we'll have our eyes peeled. The majority of the athletes out there looking for a sub-7 minute, but many are looking for 6:15 or better. Here, though, is Ward Lemmelijn from Belgium, potential favorite in the men's under-23 category for the win. We're already into the first couple hundred meters. Tom Poubereau out in front by 7 meters ahead of Emil Lensing, then Tom Pouls, Nicolas Stender now, and he's got some work to do to catch up with Tom Poubereau to get to the front of the field. This is our current leader, Poubereau, out in front, holding a 1:34 split. We're already through 350 meters, and he's still holding those fast splits there. Only a couple of meters ahead of Gatien Didri, who we're expecting big things from. Didri looking for a 5:55 here, representing Toul. Lemmelijn immediately shoots out in front. You look at that split, 129s he's pulling. He did not like being back in 8th and 9th, so he's done something about that in quick order, rocketing for the second 1,000 and any sprint finishes that they might need to put in. Claudia Pankratiev leading for the women at the moment, 20 meters ahead of Beauvais. Fanny Poubereau, clearly sister of Tom Poubereau, is in 3rd place in the women's race. Beauvais currently in 2nd. But with the men, Lemmelijn and Didri starting to leave the rest of the field behind. Adam Legal holding on to 3rd place ahead of Poubereau. Magnus Zier currently in 5th ahead of Liu Yingzhuo and Nicolas Stender. Emil Lensing dropping back to 8th now. But this is the current leader. Ward Lemmelijn ahead of Gatien Didri for France. The Belgian and the French out the front of the field. Here's Adam Legal, currently in 3rd place, holding a 1:32 split. He's got some distance to make up, and Magnus Zier is hot on his heels. Magnus Zier on 20 meters, coming up to 900 meters to go. Back with the men now. Ward Lemmelijn, he's out in front by 30 meters ahead of Didri, so he's really put the gas on now and pushing for it, holding a 1:26 split. That is absolutely motoring. He needs to be down there if he wants to do a 5:50, which is his target. 1:26s and 1:27s will get him there. It might even see him go sub 5:50, which would be quite an impressive performance. Coming up to the last 500 meters for the men now. Didri clinging on 38 meters though, so it's going to come down to their sprint finish. Pankratiev going out strong might have been the right tactic, because Beauvais is going to struggle to get her split down with 500 meters to go. Back to the men. Magnus Zier now in 2nd place. He's overhauled Didri. Didri could well be on the way out here, because Adam Legal is holding a 1:30 and gaining fast. They're pretty much level as we come into the last 200 meters. Nobody's going to touch Ward Lemmelijn. Magnus Zier, though, this is him. 1:27 split. He's looking good for silver. I can't see anybody touching him now. He's just pumped up the rating there. Didri's trying to react. He's gone to 50 strokes a minute. Desperate to get that split down, but he's still at a 1:40. So he could get moved through by Adam Legal and lose his medal position. Legal, the grit and determination on his face. There's nothing quite like it. Ward Lemmelijn almost effortless. Look at him, wanting almost to kiss the monitor. He's pleased with that. 5:48.3. He beats his target of 5:50 by an amazing amount there. He is going to be one to watch in the Belgian national squad going forwards. He's the only one to go sub 6 minutes in this race. He does a 5:48.3. Magnus Zier, 6 minutes, no seconds, 0.7. Magnus Valber takes the third place with a 6:03. Goodness me, the Danes put in some sprinting there. Back to the women now, though. 250 meters still to go. Claudia Pankratiev clinging on to a 17-meter lead ahead of Claire Beauvais, who's still in silver medal.
Ward from Belgium, who just retained his under-23 world title. You love to negative split it. You get to halfway and then you really accelerate.
Yeah, I discussed it with my coach, and I have really the profile to start off a split and then go below. And it works perfectly because every time I race, I set a new record. So I think I have big potential, and I want to show it on the air and on the water.
Looking at your splits, you actually went 2 seconds faster than last year, and that 2 seconds was in the first half. You did 2 1:28s rather than 2 1:29s, and then the second half was almost identical to last year. You pleased with that?
Yeah, we really worked hard on the first 1K to do that a little bit faster, and as you saw, it felt pretty good now.
Well, congratulations, fantastic performance. And then quickly in French.
Yeah, merci beaucoup à la gens et à mes parents et tous mes amis qui sont ici et à Belgique. Donc merci.
Okay, thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
So that was the men's under-23, the lightweight women's under-23. We're moving now to the inverse of that. It's the lightweight men's under-23 and the women's under-23 up next. Just 2 under-23 races here today. Big entries in all 4 of those categories, though. There's the official results for the under-23 men. 5:48.3. What a domination of that category by the Belgian Ward Lemmelijn, ahead of the 2 Danish athletes, Magnus Zier and Magnus Valberg. A huge field, and we're looking now forwards to the women's under-23 and the lightweight men's under-23.